Hi, I'm back. Okay, so we were talking about volcano is a rupture in the crust of a planetary mass object such as Earth that allows hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface of the Earth. Correct? Okay, fine. So you come to know that whatever is happening from below of the earth. There is a huge kitchen, there is a big kitchen, a gas is there, and a burner gas is there, it's always boiling, something is getting heated, it comes out when it can't get any place, and it gets overheated, gases form and it bursts out. Volcanoes are classified as active, dormant, and extinct. Active volcanoes could erupt anytime. Dormant volcanoes have been known to erupt but have not erupted recently, and extinct volcanoes are unlikely to erupt again. Clear? So active, dormant. Active is got no guarantee when it's going to happen. Dormant is have been known to erupt but have not erupted recently, but it can erupt anytime. Extinct volcanoes are unlikely to erupt again, it is cooled down. Okay, that gas has gone off. Now, volcanoes can produce different types of lava. Some is runny and some flows down the slope. It has a smooth, ropey, wrinkled texture. This is called Fahoho lava. Fahoho lava. Some volcanoes can be more explosive and produce hot gases and much thicker, rough textured lava that is sticky. This is called A lava. Lava that erupts underwater is called pillow lava because it forms shapes like pillows. They wouldn't be very comfortable to sleep on them. Okay, it happens underneath the sea also. Underneath the water, underneath the ocean, we have volcanic eruptions. That's when the tsunami comes in. Okay, the Earth's surface is made up of several tectonic plates which are constantly moving. Okay, although very slowly, we don't know how it's moving, we won't feel it also. When tectonic plates are being pushed together, when the tectonic plates of the surface are moving and it is pushed together deeper into the earth's mantle, okay, where it melts and rises to the surface again to form volcanoes. A large area where this occurs on the earth is called the Pacific Ring of Fire. Just I'm telling you. This is not in your book, I guess, but I'm just giving you the information. When tectonic plates, where tectonic plates are being pushed apart, opening in the earth's crust allows molten rock to escape, forming volcanoes. An area where this occurs on earth is called the mid-Atlantic ridge. Okay, it can be shown on the globe. I can show it to you, but I'm not able to show it to you right now. So volcanoes can also form in areas where there is a hot spot in the mantle. This is an extra hot plume of molten rock which causes the earth's crust to thin, allowing molten rock to escape on the surface. The movement of the earth's tectonic plates means that volcanoes form a trail along the earth's surface. An example is in Hawaii. If I can show you the map of Hawaii, that would have been easier. But let me see what I can do. I'll put it online for you. Like we can search the meaning for, you can go onto the net and see what are tectonic plates of tectonics, what is a volcano. You can get it everything on net. So this is the information I'm just giving you. I explained it to you. Okay, and rest is The Earth's volcanoes occur because the crust is broken into seven major rigid tectonic plates that float on a hotter, softer layer in its mantle inside. Therefore, a earth volcano are generally found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging, and most are found underwater. For example, the mid-ocean ridge. You know the mid-ocean ridge. I'll tell you something about the mid-ocean ridge. The mid-ocean ridge, or the MOR, is a sea floor, the floor of the sea, mountain system formed by tectonic plates. There's a mountains up down inside the seabed also. It typically has a depth of 2600 meters, that's 8500 feet, and rises about 2 kilometers above the deepest portion of an ocean basin. This feature is where the sea floor spreading takes place for a divergent plate boundary. Below 8500 feet, about 2 kilometers below the sea, there is this plate divergence thing happens and the hill type forms, and it forms inside. Or in the mid-Atlantic ridge. What is the mid-Atlantic ridge? The mid-Atlantic ridge, the MAR, is the mid-ocean ridge. A divergent or constructive plate boundary is made inside the river, inside the seabed, located along the Atlantic Ocean, and the part of the large mountain range in the world. In the North Atlantic, it separates the Eurasian and the North American plates. As volcanoes caused by divergent tectonic plates, whereas the Pacific Ring of Fire. What is the Pacific Ring of Fire? The Pacific Ring of Fire is a major area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean. Basin means down part. You see a basin where we wash our face in a basin, the down part, it's a basin is the top part, and that basin is deep inside. So that's a ocean basin where many earthquakes and volcanoes eruptions occur in large. That's 40,000 kilometers. It's like a horseshoe shape, like a horseshoe. It is associated with nearly continuous series of ocean trenches, volcanic arcs and volcanic belts and plate movements. It's a huge place. I can give it to you. Let the school open once. If we are in classes, I'll explain it to you in a much more better way. I can show you pictures also. As volcanoes caused by convergent tectonic plates. Now what is converging? A convergent is boundary is an area on the earth where two or more lithospheric plates collide. It slides over one. It's called converging. And what is diverging? Diverging is when they move apart and they go up like that. Okay, that is diverging. It's like that. Now convergent is like this. In the Ring of Fire, volcanoes can also form where there is stretching, thinning crust plates. Different type of things happen. This is all happens under the water or at the crust of the earth. This is the basic thing about the volcanoes. Okay. So I'll come back to the book again. So I hope you were able to understand what I tried to tell you. So this is all what is there, and it said you should store up food in time, electronic gadgets should be switched off, and these things happen. So this was all about it. Okay, so volcanoes are done. You have a picture there. I was just want to tell you we'll come to floods. Floods, what I told you? Floods, I told you earlier that when it floods, the water, excessive rain. Now what does this come under? A disaster? Natural disaster. It is happening. No one can stop the rain. There is no tap or a pump switch where we put on the motor and we put off the motor, isn't it? So we can't do that. It's God's creation, and you don't know what's happening and how it's happening. So that's what happens generally. Understand? So we can only say that it causes damage in our property. It spoils the full agricultural field, farming. Excess water, it goes underwater, all the farming. bridges are covered, bridges broken, dams break, water gushes in, houses are broken up, cities are blocked, everything is blocked. And that's why, because gets blocked, because sometimes we don't precautions that when we are building houses we should make it in higher places so that water logging is not there. We should not throw garbage into the river or drains and blockage. When there is a huge blockage, it can cause a water logging, and which will be very harmful to the city. So one thing I would like to tell you, the only place where we have these type of things is in Kolkata, where we have manholes. The manholes are opened during heavy rains, because Calcutta is a bit lowland and it's just little bit above that Hooghly river, and it's very close to the sea, next to the Gangetic area, and it is the delta area is there. So little bit, even 2 minutes rain, you will get ankle length water. So at that time manholes are open. There are no drains on top in Kolkata. Inside the city you will never see any drain on the top. You have manholes are open, huge drains below the road, the water goes in and direct into the river. So that is time, sometimes that gets clogged and hell starts to happen, but generally it does not. In September 2014, Kashmir region of the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir experienced disastrous floods. That is, we say to a hilly place, but that too there are lowlands there also, a tableland or a valley is there. Kashmir is actually a valley. The flood was caused by torrential rainfall. Srinagar and surrounding areas were submerged underwater. About 3 lakhs people were stranded, and more than 300 people were killed in what was the worst flood in the state of 60 years. In 60 years, after 60 years in 2014 they had that, just 6 years ago. So, and then we have the tsunamis. What is a tsunami actually? I'll come back in the next video and explain it to you. Okay.